Okie dokie. Camera recording. I'm going to go live as well. I know the live stream's going to be pixelated as all get up. Alright. I'm leaving some pork skin and fat and apples and stuff like that. I'm going to hang out down here a little bit. Live stream for a little bit. And then we'll get the ghillie suit on. Get up the hill. Bust out some surveillance. Alright. But let me go live and get this stuff set up. Let me get my phone going. YouTube. Do. Go live. I can't. Alright. Go live. Alrighty. So, now we'll flip this camera around. Kill this big spotlight for a moment. Get this stuff set up. See if I get anybody in here. This. Get some apples tonight. Let's split the bag. Oh, let me set this down for a second. Sorry. Set the phone down. Sorry, I don't have the phone on a stand at the moment. I'm setting up gifts. Sorry. Okay. We got apples, some ham skin and fat, pineapple, and I don't know who's here. I know one person's in here. So, hello. In case it gets pixelated, I do have my full spectrum camera going. So, we'll see what's going on out there as well. You know, I got my IRs pumping as well, so whatever areas you see, like out here, whatever's dim and isn't getting picked up. Oh, that person just left. Well, whatever isn't getting picked up on the phone will get picked up by the full spectrum camera. I just hope my camera don't get messed up because of the weather. I just heard a single tree knock. Woo! Good. Let them know I brought some food. Oop. Let them know I brought them something. Because they knocked once, they're letting me know they're here. Shit. I just thought of that. How am I supposed to go up there and pop in my ghillie without them knowing it? I'll figure it out. Come and get it. I heard that knock come up from that direction up there. Oh, I just covered the phone. Up the direction up there. Heard a single knock. Alright. Well, while I'm down here, this weather sucks. My audio, my Tascam picks up audio way better than my phone or anything else does, so I'm gonna get that recording now. Get that set up. Alright, this recording, I'm just gonna stick this right in here, right in there. Alright, now I heard them up here knock, so there's somewhere up in there. Now I just heard something behind me. Chakakaka. Sitanya. Ishamugua. Hey, bring you treats. This headlamp sucks for you guys probably. Let me hook you up to the spotlight. And then I'm going to bust out the David Leonard call. Sucks, there's no one in the chat to talk to. Nobody. I didn't let anyone know I was going live either. Alright, so I'll kick that on, kill my headlamp off. Now, the camera on my chest and the camera mounted on my spotlight. Since these are two different videos, I'm going to do my best to keep these two cameras facing different views. Yeah. My rear view camera is dead. I thought it was charged, but I was wrong. I took it out in the rain one day, and my screen messed up, and the screen is all white, and I can't tell if it's charging or not, and it didn't charge, apparently, and it just didn't work out too well. I thought it charged, and it didn't. You do a David Leonard call, see if anybody answers. And how did my... Whoa. My thermal just turned on by itself. That's weird. Let me do a call real quick. So foggy out here, it's snowing. What's this behind me? Like I said a little bit ago, my rear view full spectrum camera's dead. Last time I used it when it was raining, I guess water got into the screen and that's a light. That's not eye shine. Right there, that is not eye shine. Don't be mistaken. I was looking at my screen and it fooled me for a second. Alright, but look, check this out. I'm going to set these here. See how these are? This is how these were when I got back. On the ground, side by side like that. When I left here, they were standing side by side on here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put them back on here. Now, when I leave toys, I always leave a human and an ape-looking toy. And when I do this, I always find those toys side by side. Just like how this was just set. You seen how they were side by side. I always find the toys I leave like that. Same way. So I'm gonna set these back. I'm gonna set these back up here. Alright. Like that. He's got slugs on. He's got slugs on him. See? His back there. Those are slugs. So they didn't take that. They played with that, but they didn't take it. They didn't take the dinosaur coin I left. The hat I left is right here still. It's right here. And I'll just take that and set it back here. They didn't take it. So we have apples. My wife made a ham, so that's a fat and skin. We have pineapple. I didn't want to bring all the stuff I brought out for the time of me being here. I didn't want to waste it all in one night. After the full spectrum camera is dead and this live stream is over, I am going to set my one night vision surveillance up, aiming at this gift. I hear you. There's something back up there. But, what was I saying? I'm going to set my one camera here, because they like to pick my night vision stuff up and run around with it. So what I want to do is I want to set one here. I'll probably use that bucket right there and set it like directly on top of it. So it's blatant, you see it. Boom, it's right there. Come play with me. It's like an invitation. Come play with me. And while that's sitting there, you see that? I don't know if you can see that tire way up there, but way up here, there's a tire up there, and there's a down tree. So I'm going to be up there with my night vision binoculars underneath of that down tree. I'm going to wedge myself underneath of it in my ghillie suit, and I'm going to cover myself with the leaves, and I'm going to watch this point until sunup. I'm going to be soaked, I'm going to be cold, and I'm going to be so bored. Heck, I might even be borderline hypothermic by the end of that. Alright. ACP! What's happening? Well, this definitely got played with. I'm pleased to know that. So, you know, I find it humorous that I leave toys down here like this. For them to take these toys, and when it's an ape and a human, because, you know, Sasquatches look like apes, and for me to find these toys side by side every time, just like that He-Man toy that looked like one, and the G.I. Joe I left out here before, 3 months straight, every time I came here, different areas of the woods, down there, up there, way down there, everywhere, you know, different areas of the woods I would go, I would find the toys. But they would always be side by side right next to each other. Always. Just the way those two were laying on the ground next to each other. Side by side. That tells me that they are actively engaging in imaginative play. I hear a howl. Canine. I very highly doubt you guys hear that, because of how far off it is. I just heard a coyote. Sure, my task cam picked it up. But yeah, I'm really excited. It's like something's playing with... Yes! Yes! Something literally plays with the toys I leave down here. And I'm super stoked because... Okay, this is right here, okay? If you look, I have a trail camera right there. It is aimed, though, at the fire pit. It is not aimed at the gift directly. I didn't want to be rude. But that camera up there is. And this camera over here is aimed directly at me right now. So... that camera would have got it if it came up from here. If it came down from here, that camera got it. I triangulated this spot. The only way we did not get this is if those cards are compromised, which, knock on wood, that happens. And that's when Jessica comes in tune. Because she knows how to unlock cards. It's so misty out tonight. Like, I'm having trouble seeing. Like, you see how dimsel it is in my light? That is not my phone. It is... visual is very low tonight. It's foggy. Really foggy. It's a misting rain. Mixed with snow today. I keep hearing something down there. That's why I keep aiming. And that, what you keep seeing up here, that's a light. That's not eye shine. That's a light. I don't want nobody being mistaken. But... I'm going to knock again. See, I heard a single knock. So I returned with 2 knocks, let them know I brought their treats. And I ain't heard nothing back. Let me do this. Knockity, knock, knock. This is my knocking tree right here. I only knock a tree if it is down and the roots are no longer intact with the ground. If the roots are intact with the ground and this tree is standing and alive, I will not bang on that tree. I'm weird like that. After the things I've seen happen in these woods, I kind of weird on things. There's things is... I hear you! Could be deer I'm hearing. Be truthful. But visibility is so low right now because of the fog. I mean, all I'm seeing is this beam. That's all I'm seeing is a foggy beam. You got fog there too, CP? Sitanya, Isamugua, Chick-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka-ka. For those of you who are new here, who think I sound like a complete idiotic fool for going, Chick-ka-ka-ka-ka, think what you want. I don't care. Think what you want. You have a problem with me talking the way I do to them and that baby talk that I do? Go back in my shorts, like when I first started doing shorts. Look up the Chaka call. And it was too long for shorts, so then I had to do it into 2 shorts. And then look up results from the Chaka call. They're like back to back. Then you'll know why I talk the way I do out here, like a little baby. Yeah. Catch more with honey than you do vinegar. Hey, want to hear a funny true story? This one time, this non-believer was out here, okay? And Weasel was here. Matter of fact, Weasel's the one that brought him here. They were talking about eye shine. And I'm like, yeah, they got eye shine. And I was seeing one of them right up through here, okay? Like right up through here where I'm aiming this light. And they were talking about that light up there. Right there. And that's a street light. So I didn't realize they were talking about that street light up there. Because I was seeing eye shine moving up over here. So I'm going, oh yeah, I seen it. And then Weasel's like, oh yeah, I'll take you up to it. So I'm watching him go up the hill, and I'm like, oh, he's going too far off to the side. Why is he going that way? I just heard something. Sound like something took a step. So, keep in mind, I gotta look out for bear too. I have a bear out here. And wild dogs. So I gotta watch out for those too. But he literally took this dude. Mind you, it was a non-believer, okay? Weasel literally took that dude up to that street light. There's your eye shine, buddy. And while they're going up to there, that Bigfoot went down the hill. And then when they came back, that guy was like, oh, you took me up to a street light. There goes all your credibility. I'm like, what are you talking about? I just watched it go down the hill. People are funny. If you can't differentiate a light between eye shine, you don't need to be in the woods. I'm coming over here because I heard something moving over here this way. I have to keep in mind that that bear's out here. And that I don't pack heat. So I don't want to be a happy little morsel. This dogman, cynocephaly, Bigfoot, they don't bother me. Bear, they do. That bear don't care about you. They care about that belly. And another thing too. Alright, when you hear me talk about cynocephaly and dogmen, there is a difference between the two. Okay? When you hear those two phrases, okay, when you hear people talk about there's different types, I just tripped over a stick and almost went down. Caught myself. They're, you know how you got your regular dogmen that have like the tail and whatnot? Those are the ones that like the Inuits, you know, up in Alaska, like the Inuits call them adlets. You know, they have the tail, they're on all fours and whatnot, and they call those dogmen, yeah. But then there's those real big ones, don't have a tail, and they look like a Bigfoot with the elongated snout. Those are the cynocephaly. Tanze, good to have you here, Mama Bear Claw. Oh. So that way you guys know the difference. So if you hear me say a cynocephaly, those are the dogmen that look like a Bigfoot that do not have a tail. So it's a Bigfoot with an elongated snout and dog ears. Or, you know, a canine head on a Bigfoot body. That's a cynocephaly. And then your standard dogman or adlet, rougarou. Well, rougarou is more of a shapeshifter. But, yeah. I just wanted to patch that up so you guys knew the difference between a cynocephaly and a dogman. It's the physical feature attribute behind it. Dogmen have tails, primarily on all fours, but they do go on two legs. Cynocephaly, they like a Bigfoot with a dog head, no tail. I'm hearing footsteps down there. Tanze! Oh-ho! I hear you, but I do not see you. Would you like to manifest and show yourself on this cold, dreary night? They're like, nope. Hearing them over that way. So I need to go this way. I just tripped. On my feet. I'm always wiping out. There's that tire, if you can see it up there. The tire leaning up there, and then that log right there going across where my light's on. That's up there where, Josh, did you tell them what I said? Not yet. I'm waiting for them to come in. It's like they haven't approached in yet. They're at a distance. That's why I'm not at camp right now. I'm venturing away from camp, going to where I'm hearing them. Sounds like they're down there in the ravine area. But I ain't gonna lie. I don't trust the ravine at night because that hill's a pain in the butt to climb. And if that bear's down there and I need to make a hasty retreat, my slow ass ain't getting up that hill in time. No way in heck. Oh, excuse me, I did not mean to burp. As I get closer to the neighbor's side of the property, there's so much garbage out here. Like, I'd be scared to walk barefoot out here. Cut your foot open and get tetanus. Spotlight's down to 2 bars. I have full spectrum going too, by the way, because I know darn well this live stream is going to be pixelated. So I'm running full spectrum. Rear view full spectrum is not running because that camera is dead. The camera does not want to charge, and the screen is messed up because it got wet, and I can't see. I hear you. Come. Let's go over by camp. I won't even start the fire up. We'll sit over there. I'll even turn off the lights. I know y'all like the dark. I got IR going. It's really he's not afraid of the dark. There, 2 there, 3 are down in a ravine. Yeah. Yeah, there's 1 up in here. There was 1 up that way that knocked earlier, but changed positions on me. And I do hear the ones down in the ravine moving around. I'm gonna go sit down. Okie dokie. I sit now. Let's chat, guys. Have you started a fire? No, ma'am. It's been doing nothing but raining and raining and raining. Everything is soaked. And I do mean soaked. I'm sit in the dark for a minute. Actually, looking at my screen, it gives no justice whatsoever. I turned the light off. Believe it or not, I can see perfectly fine down here. Y'all can't. But I mean, I'm looking through the trees. It's like a grayish hue. And the trees look black. And you see things move between the trees real fast. Here, I'll turn the light back on for you guys. I don't want to be rude. No sense of you watching a black screen. That's kind of rude. So I'll sit here and move this around while we... So no, I did not do a fire tonight. And I'm not going to do a fire. Because after my full spectrum camera dies and after my live stream is done, I'm going to put my ghillie on and I'm going to set a night vision cam. I got one in that bag right there. I have a night vision camera in there. I'm going to set it up, have it nice and welcoming for them to play with. And I'm going to do counter surveillance in my ghillie suit. So I'll have one camera set up out in the open for them to pick up and play with like they did my other one while I'm up at a distance in my ghillie suit wedged underneath of a log covered in leaves doing counter surveillance watching them. I'll be up on that ridge line up there. Way up in there in that cut. You can't see, but where that green light is up there, a little closer to here, but up on that ridge up in there, I'm going to be at my ghillie. Because I got my night vision binoculars, I'll be able to see clearly right down in here. So I'll be able to watch. I shine where? I'm back at this. Here, I'll pan super duper slow, just above the light. I will do an extremely slow pan. Todd Mitchell, hey, what's up? Christmas was beautiful and blessed. Thank you for all the videos and inventions. Inventions? Cha-ka-ka-ka. Hey, whoop, whoop. Whoa. I was looking at my screen and like right there, I could have swore I just saw a glint of eye shine. I could be wrong, but I thought I did. Now right here, that's a light. But I thought I saw something move right here. Could be mistaken. It could have been a droplet of rain. Because I got rain mixed with snow right now. I am not turning my camera that way. I hear something up on my left. Cha-ka-ka-ka! Yeah. By the way, if you guys get a chance, that live stream where I was cleaning those casts up, alright? That ain't a bear cast. Like, I polished that cast up a little more. And I sat there and stared at it and stared at it and stared at it and stared at it. That ain't no bear. You turned your camera. I know, I thought I was going to get something. I heard it. I thought I was going to get it. But it's not a bear print. Straight up, that is not a bear print. It has 3 toes. Whatever that is has 3 toes. And I started like digging. And it's a new subject to me. I have to start researching seraphim. Seraphims are reptilians. I have to start looking that up now. You start messing with one cryptid, you get them all. You know, it's funny. I started this stuff, I didn't even know they were Bigfoot. I started off thinking they were just weird inbreds wearing overalls. Until I got them on trail camera. I didn't even realize they looked like apes. Because I was always seeing them at a distance. And I thought they were just people wearing overalls. I was like, okay, you got inbreds in the woods. The hills have eyes. Don't eat me. And then, like, I felt bad. Like, winter come and all that. They're always looking at me around trees. I wave at them and they run away. I'm like, man, these people are weird. Well, here comes the winter. I feel bad for you. I could be a jerk. I ain't gonna lie. I could be a jerk. But they never did me wrong. They're just weird. So I was like, I'm in a giving spirit. So I'm gonna give them some food. So I started, Jessica would clean out the fridge or cook a big meal and we'd have leftovers and I'd make them a plate. And I'd take the plate down and leave it in the woods. Come down, everything's gone. So then eventually I got curious, wondering, is these animals taking it or is these people? So then I went and got my first trail cameras. And then I got them on trail cam. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's either these people are dressing up like monkeys, or we got monkeys in the woods in Pennsylvania. Apes. And then I was on the ape theory. So then I started constantly keeping trail cameras in the woods. Then I started catching the weird footage. The stuff. What the hell is that? Okay. But then you start getting the weird footage, you know what I mean? The unrealistic stuff starts happening. And I started researching, looking all this stuff up, can't find nothing. I just heard footsteps right here next to me. I swear to God on everything. I just heard something step right next to me. There ain't nothing here. Huh. I love this stuff. But yeah, I started getting all the weird stuff, and then I started coming down here at night, and entertaining them. Because I'm like, alright, well... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mama Bear Claw. I didn't mean to pan so fast. I heard something step right next to me, it sounded like. Like, it literally sounded like something took 2 steps right beside me. I turned and nothing there. But, I started coming down here and entertaining them, you know? I'd play music. Heard that. I would dance for them, sing for them. All kinds of weird things I do down here, you know? Just to see what their level of intellect or entertainment value would be. And could I make them laugh? Which they do laugh. And when they laugh, they sound like a donkey. But I could have swore something was just back there. But as time go on, it just got better and better down here, and then I started telling people about it, and I just get laughed at. So I started sharing my footage. I got sick of being laughed at and made fun of. You know, when you go to a family reunion and you tell people that there's monkey men in the woods, and then you're the laughing stock of your family, you know, then if they're not laughing at you, they're calling you a schizophrenic. That makes you feel some kind of a way. And it hurts. I mean, if you can't even talk to your own family about stuff, who can you talk to? So I started going on YouTube and whatnot, just looking up different things. And I never thought of Bigfoot. Because when you hear Bigfoot, you think of Harry and the Hendersons. You think of Jack Lynx, you know. They don't look like that. That's not what they look like. So that's the vision you have when you hear Bigfoot. So that's not what I envisioned. So I've only been researching Bigfoot for like 6 years. Meanwhile, I've been having interaction with these things almost 17 years and feeding them for like 14. I've only known them to be Bigfoot almost 6 years. I mean, the dog, man, that's just a whole other cup of tea. I'm sorry. Believe it or not, like I moved fast that time. I'm actually not moving fast. I keep hearing footsteps all around me, like right up next to me. They're cloaking. Has to be. It is either they are cloaking or I got some entity spirits running around me. Because I'm hearing footsteps left and right around me and I ain't seen shit. Oh, sorry for my language. I hate when they do this.